What it is? Oh, what's that? Hello to all my girls, guys, gays, and theys. Welcome back to Yona's Universe. I am just setting up. I was guided to do a reading. I did not plan to do a reading. But here we are. Girl, the forces be trying to stop me. Alright, let's see if I can make sure it's in there. Oh my god. Okay. I don't never have any problems. Oh, it's a whole let me see if I can get it. If I can get it out. I do not feel like going to get my tweezers. Why y'all doing this to me? Why can't y'all just help us sister out? Well, that's gonna have to. Y'all see it playing with me? That's gonna have to be good enough. Okay. All right. Let's try to get this going without burning my nail. Bang. Bang. Oh. We got it. We got it, y'all. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Okay, God, Source, Goddess, Universe. Please protect me. Give me the message that you would like for the collective to receive at this point. Please guide me. With your highest good. I'm gonna get better at these prayers, guys. You just wait. Yeah, please guide me. Walk along the path with me. Please help me protect the collective that I'm reading for and deliver the message that they need the most at this time. All right, we got some sage clearing the energy. Bang, bang. That's that I don't like. Might be somebody here y'all don't like. Or the reader might be about somebody y'all don't mess with. Not the devil. That's that I don't like. Bang, bang. That's snitch. That's that I don't like. Okay. Is it even? That's the last song I was listening to. I'm just coming home from a workout. You know, I gotta have my workout playlist on. Oh, get me hype, get me going. Oh, how are y'all doing today? I hope everyone had a great day. My day was okay. It could have been better, you know. Could have been better. But it could have been worse. Definitely had worse days, so I ain't too mad. Alright. I think this is going to be a quick one, guys. Girls, guys. Babes, buds. I don't know. Whatever y'all want. Alright, that was fast. I'm going to put them back. Okay. Hold on. Let me get there. 10 o'clock, Hierophant. Let me get there. Y'all are loud today. Love it. Love everything about it. Okay. I don't really have a setup. I kind of just let the jumpers come out. I wasn't ready to take all those cards though, guys. So we had to. Maybe I can turn this a little bit because extending is a little hard for me. Oh, okay. All right. Page of Wands. That's that I don't like. Bang, bang. Ain't doing so well. It's not doing so well. I feel like, oh, reverse. Oh. I feel like 7 of Swords. Sorry, not the 7. 5 of Swords. That's like self-deception. Self-deception. See, turning away from yourself. That's how I get it. Self-deception. Focused on everybody else but your damn self. Oops, excuse my language. I'm not gonna pull it. If it come out, I'll take it. That's that. I don't like that thing. That's snitch. That's that. I don't like. Oop. Okay. All right. Y'all not gonna. Y'all not gonna be making me get up and pick these cards up now. This did come out, but these came out first. Hold on. Okay. That one came out first. That was second. Okay. And I got some water here, so you might see. There's crystal light in here. I know y'all was like, girl, that is not water. It's a crystal light packet in here. We got to stay hydrated. All right. 2 more cards. Also, if I'm doing the reading and I'm giving you a message and you're getting your own downloads about the message, take that. I'm not here to tell you about your life. I think I'm more so here to assist with whatever y'all are going through. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I just need 2 more. What was I saying? If you're getting your own downloads, excuse me, I just ate dinner, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, there's 2 more. Like this, like that. Oh, Lord. Like this? No, like this. Well, I don't know what that means, but we're gonna figure it out. We got the sun on the bottom. We got the sun on the bottom of that. Good thing about the sun is it doesn't matter if it's reversed or not. It's always solid. Okay. Well, this reading is about the Page of Wands, guys. Girls, guys, babes, buds, babes. Y'all got a Page of Wands in your life. I'm getting that the Page of Wands isn't trying to release you. Like, y'all have done all y'all can to move forward, go about your life, living your best life, ain't going back and forth with you. And it's like you're intuitive, so you feel when people are pulling at your energy. You feel when people are kind of overwhelming your energy. And I think you guys might still be learning to like back people out of your energy. Which I want to say, because everybody's got a spirit team. Everybody's got guardians. There's a reason why this person is in your energy. Maybe you don't know the reason yet. And you could be stressing because you don't know the reason yet. I'm more so getting that this person is stressing. I'm getting that this is definitely the Page of Wands. That person, I was going to say that man. I was really going to say that man. That man is up all night thinking about you. Thinking about the decisions they made when it came to you, when it comes to you, and regretting it. Now, you could possibly see this person in everyday life, like maybe you work with them, or maybe they're at the coffee shop that you get your coffee from. Maybe they're like the mailman, so you kind of pass them on the way home or something like that. They are a person that you see, they're not like a main part of your life, like it wouldn't be your mom or somebody that you talk to consistently. But they're not necessarily in the background of your life either. Like they're like, it's like playing what is it, double dutch. It's like playing double dutch. So it's like, you know, when you lining up for double dutch and you try feel your angle to see when you're going to jump in. That's where they're at. I guess they're trying to like, they're if you are the double dutch, they're on the side trying to figure out when's a good time to jump in, when they can jump in, right? This person is going through it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But I don't know. I guess there was a situation between you guys, and they didn't handle it well. I don't know if they betrayed you. But they could have betrayed. I wanted to say betray you by proxy, but I don't think that's like a real phrase. But they could have. I'm getting like they betrayed you because they betrayed themselves. So, like, yes, what they did to you hurt your feelings, and maybe you had to recover from it. But it's kind of like, I don't really know how else to explain it other than that. It's like you were collateral damage in a war with themselves. So they weren't, it doesn't feel like they were intentionally trying to hurt you. It feels like if they had honored themselves, if they had set the proper boundaries in their own life, if they were in a position where they were loving themselves properly, then that would have reflected in their relationship with you. But because of how they're loving themselves, because of how they're honoring themselves or lack thereof, whatever they did to you was a reflection of how they were treating, listening to, and honoring themselves. And that's the self-deception. That's the Five of Swords. That's the self-deception. So it's like, if they would have, it's like, I was going to say by betraying you, they betrayed themselves, but I guess it's like both of those. Like, by betraying themselves, they betrayed you, and by betraying you, they betrayed themselves. I don't like to use titles for counterparts or for whoever this is, but it could be a twin flame. Like, I know that whole thing has kind of been blown out of proportion, and there's a lot of misinformation about it. I think there's some people that may have it figured out, some people that don't. That's besides the point. The only reason I say that is because it's kind of like a reflection. How they treat you is a reflection of how they treat themselves. And that's not necessarily only something that a twin flame would go through. Like, twin flame is supposed to be a reflection, but I find that, in everyday life, how a person loves themselves, treats themselves, honors themselves is how they treat everyone else. I remember my last reading, I was saying that this person is indecisive. This card is giving me kind of panic, though. This is the Seven of Cups. I'm not necessarily getting indecisive from this because, you know, it has all the options, and usually it's like, oh, the person doesn't know what to pick. I'm kind of getting panic. So it's like everything in the cup is revealing itself, right? Like, you see a snake here. You obviously wouldn't want to choose a snake. You obviously wouldn't want to do that. So it's like, I'm getting like all of the cups have been revealed. All of the options that this person may have had is now revealed, right? So if something is trash, they know it now. If something was nurturing, they know it now. If something was in their highest good, they know it now. If something wasn't, if something was toxic, if something was draining their energy, they know it now. And that's why there's panic, because whatever they chose, it has been revealed now. They know, and they're regretting it because of the self-deception. That's why they're in their head. They're regretting all of their decisions. They're in very deep regret. They're like, oh my God, I can't. And I'm also kind of getting like a how can I fix this? Because this could be about more than just love. This could be okay, not my throat. All right. This could be about more than love. This could be about life in general. That's why the different options are showing up here. This could be like finances, love, family, how, like the household, right? And they're panicking because things aren't what they thought they were going to be. Like, I think this person chose what they thought, I guess, was the best option. And for whatever reason, and it could be due to a lack of healing, it could be due to a lack of information, but the choices that they made are revealed now, and they're seeing like, oh man, I messed up. Like, I messed up bad with everything. Like, I ain't make any good decisions. Page of Wands is a Fool. I'm not getting that this is like a leap of faith. I'm not getting that this is a new beginning. I'm getting that they were foolish. They made foolish decisions. And the fool is about to step off the cliff. They're about to fall. They're about to fall really deep. So I'm getting that this row is clarifying this row. Second row is clarifying. So clarifying the Page of Wands is the Fool. They made foolish decisions. They look like a fool. Everybody can see sunlight, the sun. It's illuminated. It's illuminated. Everybody can see that this man is about to fall off this cliff. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. What's this on here? This is like a sack. It's a purse. This ain't a purse. This is a satchel. Bless at you. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Yeah, I guess it's just got their belongings. They're about to fall. If they haven't already, they're about to fall real hard. I'm getting that they're like on the way down. Like, if they haven't hit the ground already, they're about to hit the ground. You might hear about it. Because like I said, this person isn't main character in your life, but they're not necessarily in the background either. So you may hear word about some shit that goes down. So that's a shame. Four of Wands. This card is usually about union. Usually about a home coming together, a celebration of union. That's what they're in their head about. So anything that has to do with a union or a family coming together or a home coming together, that's what they're in their head about. So don't get me wrong. I think this definitely has to do with them regretting not being in union with you or choosing, like, they're kind of like, oh my God, life could have been so good with this person. They're like, oh my goodness, what did I do there's no, how do I fix this? Like, this can't be my life right now. This can't be my life right now. And I'm getting like stoicism, like I'm just getting like a straight face. That's what I keep seeing, is like a straight face. Straight face. So this person might be still wearing a mask. I don't know why I said still. This person might still be wearing a mask. Like, if you see them, you wouldn't guess that anything is wrong. You wouldn't guess like, oh, you know, like, you wouldn't guess that they about to hit the ground hard. Like, they about to fall off this cliff. You would never guess. I wanted to say that they're private, but it's not that they're private. They just, like, they be sneaky like that. Like, they don't want everybody to know what's going on, because then they can't maneuver a certain kind of way. It's kind of like maneuvering in gray space, like something that sneaky people do. Is they maneuver. They don't operate out of the black and white. They don't operate out of clear set boundaries. In fact, they would prefer a lack of boundaries, because that helps them operate. They can always fall back on, well, you didn't really say this, and this is what you said, but you didn't say this thing over here. Like, you didn't say I couldn't do this, or like, you said that this is what you wanted to do, but we didn't agree that that's what I wanted to do. So it's like operating out of the gray space, the gray area. Because then they get to be sneaky, and they don't have to abide by a clear boundary. But they can't, they're not sleeping. They're not sleeping. They're getting no rest. Because they're like, I effed it up. I messed up this union. Like, celebration, all these people, we could have had a happy home, could have had a celebration, and I messed it up. And now I'm here by myself. And this person, you know what? This person could be with a partner. They could have a harem. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm getting that stuff out. They could be in a harem. They could be in a relationship with another person. But that doesn't mean that they don't feel alone. There are plenty of people in short and long-term relationships that feel utterly alone. And that's this person. They could be single. They could be, literally alone. But if I'm knowing this person, if I'm picking up on this type of person and how sneaky they are and all of that, they're not alone. They've got a few people, or they be messing with a few people. I'm gonna get it out. Sorry, I just bit my tongue. I feel like something in this energy doesn't want me to say certain things, but I'm gonna get it out. Yeah, it's like they're surrounded by, I keep getting, they're surrounded by people. They're surrounded by people, whether it's family, whether it's hookups, whether it's parties. Like, they're surrounded by people, but they feel utterly alone because they did not honor themselves. They deceived themselves. They could have been in denial. They could have been in denial about, like, the value that you added to their life. They could have been in denial about how you made them feel. They could have been in denial about, like, their own feelings. Like, Page of Wands is not Page of Cups. Page of Wands has nothing to do with cups. It's about passion and desire, and it could have been a playboy, it could have been player, or a playgirl, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody that operates out of lust and desire, passion, but it's like surface level. There's no depth to it. There's no longevity to it. It's like a spark. It's like that spark of excitement. Y'all know what I'm saying. You go out with people because they're exciting. It's not going to last long, but, it's exciting while, like, the ride is fun while it lasts. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Not Drake. But that's the energy that I'm getting. They're that type of person. And so I think they thought that you were falling into that category. I think that they thought that they were here for a good time, not a long time with you. And now that you guys have gone your separate ways and the dust is cleared and they're back to their life with their partner or with their homeboys, partying or with their family. Now that the dust just kind of settled and they're back into the groove of their actual, because I'm getting that when they were with you, life kind of shifted for them. So it's like kind of like going on vacation. Like, how you go on vacation, you're still the same person, but it's like you don't have to go to work, right? You might arrange for the kids to stay with their grandparents or for the kids to stay with a trusted loved one or something. So you don't necessarily like have to be a full-time parent. So it's like being with you was like being on vacation. And maybe they thought, again, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So they were like, oh, this is going to be cool. Like, this is nice while it's here, but this can't last. And that could have to do with their own limited beliefs. Because, a lot of times we get taught that happiness is conditional, right? Like, the only time we can have happiness is if it's earned by suffering. We get taught that. And that isn't necessarily how life has to be. Don't get me wrong. There are going to be hard things that happen in life. Loved ones are going to pass and jobs are going to, I don't want to say jobs are going to fire you, but jobs are going to shift. Just life just isn't, things in life aren't permanent. And wow, I went blank. I went fully blank. The last thing I can remember is this person thought that like being with you was like being on vacation. So it was nice. It was great while it lasted, but that can't be life. Life has to be hard because happiness is earned. Yeah, that's their own limited conditioning. And that's really upsetting because life doesn't have to be that way. You could just find someone that you're genuinely happy with most of the time, that you get along with, that you're really cool with, that you're friends with. But I don't know. Three of Wands, clarifying the Five of Swords. So for the Three of Wands, I noticed that the Four of Wands is going into the Three of Wands, so it's not reducing, it's going backwards. Like their decision set them back. The self-deception set them back. Also the decision. It's like the decision, because I know Two of Wands is like the decision. Three of Wands, I don't know why I'm getting like decisions. Like they had these decisions. They had, maybe they had three main decisions, right? Or three options that they could have went with. And they chose one option, leaving the other two options behind. But they chose that option out of self-deception. There's something else here. They're looking away. Both of these are looking away. Both of these are looking away. Like I'm noted, like they're looking away from me. Which I know that I'm just the interpreter, but it's like they can't face you. It's like they made a decision to walk away. Like they turned away from you. And turning away from you is turning away from themselves. But it's like they can't face you. They can't face you. Because maybe you're like, wow, they like, after all of that, they did all of that. And like, it's like, it could all be, so I just heard, it could all be so simple. I can really make it hard. It's like a battle. Battle. And we both know it's hard. They're faced away from you. They can't face you. They know they made a mistake. They know they regret it. But for some reason, they can't own up to it in front of you. So they're going to keep living their life like that's the life that they wanted. Because, and it's not easier to do that, but it's easier for them to do that instead of fess up to you, to your face, that they made a mistake and they chose wrong. And I kind of feel like that's why the Magician is here. Like, the Magician, I've always been like, the Magician is one that uses their resources to get what they want. They can manifest, they can alchemize and get what they want. But the Magician would also be clarifying the Seven of Cups. How does that work? It's like they got what they want. They used their resources to get what they want. But they're finding out that everything that they wanted is BS, is bull. Everything that they want, like, it's like they had so much potential. This is a potentially powerful person, but they used their power for bull, for BS. So it's like somebody that's able to make $1 million, right? Someone that's able to make $1 million, and then they use that $1 million to buy like Pez dispensers for no reason, because they like Pez dispensers. And it's like, you could have invested that $1 million and multiplied it. You could have used that $1 million and invested in school, like school funding. You could have started a career with, like, started a business with it to make more money. Like, there were so many different things that you could have done that would have been fulfilling. But they used the resources that they had for surface level gratification. So they manifested all these things, but none of these things is what they wanted. I guess they thought they wanted it, but what they're figuring out that it was all bull. It was all bullshit. It was all surface level. I'm getting like, it's surface level. It's plastic. It doesn't matter. So it's like, oh, so it's like they had the, ooh, not me stuttering. It's like they had the resources to create the life that they wanted, but the life that they created is bullshit. So maybe they have the partner, so they look good because they have a certain partner. They look good because they got the house or the apartment, they got the car, they got the dog, they got the family, but they're not fulfilled. It means nothing because they're not fulfilled. They're still empty and alone on the inside. So they're surrounded by all of these things that they manifested because that's what they wanted. And now they're falling. And now they're finding out that that's not what they wanted. And that's what they're at now. They're figuring out like, oh, this is all bullshit. Like, yeah, I got everything they said I was supposed to get. part of patriarchal conditioning. I got everything they said I was supposed to get. I got a good job, I got benefits, I'm making money. I got the excuse me, I'm sorry. I got the partner, I got the house or the apartment, I got the car, I got the dog, I got the savings. I got everything I'm supposed to have, and I still feel like this. I still deceive myself. I'm still alone. I'm still utterly lonely. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. They got everything. That's another thing with the magician. They literally have everything. Cups, pentacles, sword, wand. They have everything. They have everything. Looks great on the outside. This looks great. But they're panicked. They're in a panic. Look, I got the girl, I got the accolades, I got the pet, I got the house. I got everything, but it's bullshit. Self-deception. It's self-deception. Because on a certain level, they knew they were fulfilled with you. But I think they thought that it was only for a good time, not a long time. They couldn't have that long term. They couldn't have long-term fulfillment. Limiting beliefs. Okay. I mean, I guess it's going to end up well because, you know, the sun is here. Last card. What else do you want to tell me? Oh, this usually is balanced. This is way too many cards. Can I have like 1 or 2 cards, guys? 1 or 2 cards, please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Brownie for my brownie. Can I get 2 cards, please? Whatever y'all want to tell me. And also, if it's your situation, I'm sorry, babe. Because that's a lot to go through. Page of Cups. I don't know if I want to take these. I asked for 2 cards. I'll take these. Death always means transformation to me. I'm getting that this is you, single and abundant, living your best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm getting that you were betrayed in this instance, and you have been working to move forward. This is you moving forward. This is you releasing what you need to release. This is you healing. This is you getting your money up, getting your money up. This is you creating the life that you want, because you've worked on that limiting belief of not like, oh, life can't be fun. Life can't be happy for long term. And if you haven't yet, you're working on it now. But this is you, single, abundant, living your best life, doing anything that you want to do, taking classes. Maybe you taking a pole dancing class. Maybe you're learning a new hobby. Maybe you're learning a new language. You're switching it up. You know what I'm saying? You're transforming. That's how you're transforming. Death card. This could be death of an old way of life. I could be wrong. I'm getting that like maybe you were a lover girl or a lover boy, and this specific instance caused you to come back to yourself, but not just come back to yourself, because you were always with yourself, but maybe you like really wanted the love Like maybe you really wanted this person's love and affection or attention. And I think that this situation caused a death and transformation. So maybe it just caused you to focus more on your pinnacle. Like instead of focusing on your cups, which maybe your main focus before was your cups because you thought that like that was going to help create and build the life that you wanted. And you are transitioning into, well, you know what? When the love is supposed to come in the way that it's supposed to come, it'll show up. It'll arrive. But in the meantime, I'm going to focus on building the life that I want, regardless of a partner, regardless of, you know, whatever that may look like. Why is this Page of Cups here? I never really liked the Page of Cups because it's like, it feel like a fishy offer. It feel like more bullshit. Like it's like, oh, I care about you, but like, I'm still trying to do me. That's always how I feel about the Page of Cups. So maybe this person's transition is from the Page of Wands to the Page of Cups. So it's like they're not trying to approach you out of like desire and passion because they realize that they couldn't, right? Because of the type of person you are. So maybe this person is trying to approach you from an emotional space now. But it's something fishy about it. Can't trust it. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something fishy about it. But the emotion is there. They do have the emotion. There's no denying it. I'm getting that this person is going to be experiencing a lot of death and transformation. Or, I mean, they could run from it because, I mean, based off of this reading, it seems like they'd be running from stuff. Self-deception. So maybe it transitioned them to like feeling their emotions, being in touch with their emotions, but in a small way. Because it's not the Knight of Cups. It's not the King of Cups. It's not the Hierophant. It's the Page of Cups with a fish in a cup. But you guys are kind of like not looking at each other, but it's like y'all aware of each other. Y'all aware of what's going on. Y'all aware of the connection. But you had to take care of you. You had to choose you. You was never going to you was never going to choose somebody over yourself. I think that was a lesson for you. That was also part of your death and transformation, is learning to choose you. Learning to put you over all else. Maybe you struggled with that previously. So you had to learn like, oh, I can create my life and it doesn't have to be contingent upon somebody being there with me. And then this person's transformation is like, I just feel like they're developing, but it's so slow. Like, they're developing, so they're not operating out of wands anymore. They're operating out of cups or out of emotion, but it's very small. Oh, sorry. I have an alarm going off. It's very small. Very small emotion. Very small emotions that they're operating out of. Because maybe they still have to get comfortable with feeling their emotions. And like, if they are inside of the patriarchy, which most people in America are, because they haven't unlearned it or yada yada, they still have to get comfortable operating out of their emotions or regulating their emotions. So maybe this isn't necessarily an offer. Maybe this is more so like this is where they're at. They're like, okay, I'm not operating out of lust anymore. I'm operating out of emotion, but I don't want to show too much emotion because that's still uncomfortable for me. I'm still learning about my emotions. I'm still being okay with having emotions or showing some type of emotion. Because maybe this person, again, because I remember I said like stoic, like stoicism. So maybe this person, this face is real stoic. So maybe he's like, okay, like I'm gonna show a little bit of care. I'm gonna show more care. Oh, maybe they're showing more care about you too. Maybe not to your face, but like in the background. In the background. But it's like, it's still not enough. It's not enough for you, but maybe it's not for you necessarily. Maybe it's part of this person's transformation. It's like, all right, I'm gonna show that I care, cause I do, whatever. But they're like still getting comfortable with that. Cause you're like, yeah, girl, I be caring about stuff. I care about stuff. I care about my life. And they're just like, oh, I used to not care. I care a little bit now. Just a little bit though. Like, don't hype it up. So they're getting used to like showing care for people, showing or expressing emotions in general. They're getting used to that because it's not something that they're used to doing. So that's what's happening. You're both transforming in very different ways because that's what your journey calls for. All right. I hope you liked your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is. Readings are timeless. They can apply anytime you see this. What else do I want to say? Take what resonates, leave what does not. And live your best life. All right, have a great night, y'all. I'm out.